What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the Roblox channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can start off your own simulator. And this is going to be the part one of probably about 3 videos, I reckon, to make a simple simulator base plate that you can easily expand upon. And it'll help you learn a lot as well. So, first of all, whenever you're starting a simulator, right, you're playing the game and you notice you probably have some numbers up here on the top right. That's called leaderstats. And in order to create it, we're going to insert a script into server script service, which we're going to name leaderstats. Now, I'm just going to zoom in on the script right here. Now, I am going to script this by doing local function. So we're going to create a function, right? And we're going to call this leaderstats. We're going to do brackets, and we're going to do we're just going to drop a line, right? So now we've created a function called leaderstats. We're going to do PLR as well up here. And, now we're going to need to create a folder which is going to go inside the player, and so we're going to do local instance. Oh no, not local instance. I mean local leader stats, right? So we're going to naming the folder leader stats. We're defining a variable by naming it leader stats. We're going to do local leader stats is equal to instance.new. So now we're creating a new instance. Instances, right? They're basically just how can I? They're basic all these things right here, right? They are instances. You have even parts, a part's an instance, a script, a folder, basically anything that's inside your game is an instance. So we're creating a new instance by typing instance.new, and then we're going to need the instance, and you can see right here we can choose which instance we want to create, and I am going to be using a folder, and I'd recommend you to do the same. And now we've created a new instance called, or we've just created a folder without actually manually inserting it right here. Um, But now we're going to need to determine the location of this folder, and we want it to be inside the player, so it ties back to the player's stats, right? So we're going to press up here, and we're going to press type comma, oh, whoops, comma, PLR. So now we've parented the folder to the player. So now if I were to play the game, go inside here, players, my name, um, oh wait, no, I forgot to do something. So we're also going to need to do game.players.player added connect to the leader stats function, right? So now it should work. Now we should have a folder inside our character. You see, now we have a folder inside, unlike before. But now we're going to need to name the folder, and we're going to need to name this manually by going in here. We're going to do leader stats dot name is equal to leader stats, and we can just type leader stats here because we defined the variable up here. It makes sense, really. It's quite simple. And now we're going to do local coins is equal to instance.new int value, comma, leader stats. So we want the coins to be inside the leader stats folder. We're going to do that. We're also going to name the coins, and I'll just give you a second to figure out how would we name the coins. All right, I think it should be pretty obvious how we should name it. We should just do coins.name is equal to coins. Just like we did before, where we changed the name of the folder. But now we've done an int value, and an int value over here, if we insert it into workspace, you'll notice has a property down here called value. It also has one called name, which is the one we're changing to coins. So right now it would look like this. So we'd have a coins value. And we can change the value of this, and we want it to be 0, right? Whenever we join the game. So the player doesn't start with, let's say, like 500 coins. We don't want that. So we're going to do coins.value is equal to 0. And now we've scripted the coins and leader stats. But I want my game to be a clicker simulator, right? So I want to click a button down here, and I want to gain clicks. And simply all we're going to do is we're just going to do local clicks is equal to instance.new int value once again, and we're going to do comma leader stats, drop a line down, clicks.name is equal to clicks.value is equal to 0, because we want to start with 0 clicks, right? So now this is everything we should really need for the leader stats. So if we play the game, we go in here, check our character, we've got a folder named leader stats now. We can go inside and we've got clicks and coins. Now we want to actually be able to add onto the clicks, and you may ask, how do we do this? I mean, it can get quite confusing at some point, but what we're going to do is we're going to go into replicated storage, we're going to insert a folder, we're going to name this folder remote events. We're going to insert a remote event into the folder, which we're going to name give, or we could even name it AddClicks if we wanted to. So now we're going to insert another script into server script service, and we're going to name this add clicks, right? And we are going to do local replicated. Oh, I'm assuming for you real quick. Local replicated storage is equal to game get service replicated storage. And now we've defined replicated storage, which is this right here where our folder is located. Now we're going to do local remote events is equal to replicated storage, wait for child, remote events. So basically, wait for child is just we wait until the folder is loaded in. That's basically all it is. So we just wait for this to actually appear in replicated storage. So if I were to just move this into replicated first, right? And look at the output. Actually, it's probably not going to. Yeah, here, down here. Infinite yield possible on replicated storage, wait for child remote events. That's because, it would just keep looking for it forever until it found this folder called remote events, and then we left the game and it did not find it, so that's why it popped up with this error. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to want to define this remote event. So we're going to want to, like, whenever this remote event, we're going to need to decide what happens when this event is triggered. And in order to do that, we're going to do remote events dot what's it called? What did I call it? AddClicks dot on server event connect function PLR. We're also going to do local leader stats is equal to PLR wait for child leader stats. So this is the folder inside the player, which we're just waiting to load in. So the player loads in the game, and then the leader stats will get loaded into the player afterwards. So we're just waiting for that to load in. Now we're going to do local clicks is equal to leader stats dot clicks. And or did I call it clicks? Yeah, I called it clicks. So now down here we're going to do clicks dot value is equal to clicks dot value plus 1. So whenever this event right here is fired, whenever the add clicks is fired, we're going to add 1 value onto the clicks value, right? So if it was 0, we'd add 1 onto 0, and if it was 1, we'd add 1 more onto it, and so on, right? So now that's it for that. So now we're going to need to actually create our GUI, which we want to click down here at the bottom. We're going to do that by inserting a screen GUI into starter GUI, which then we're going to name. I'm going to name it click GUI. I'm going to insert a text button, and I don't really know how I want mine to be. I'm going to auto scale mine. I think I want mine to be like around here, like that. I think I'm gonna keep mine like that. Then remove the text. Gonna add in a UI corner, just to make the corners a bit more rounded. Oh yeah, we could make it like a circle, I guess. Guess we could do it like that, but I don't know if. Actually, I don't want it like that. I want it like a little bit like that. I think I like that one. And now I'm also gonna add in a UI stroke, which I'm gonna do a border. I'm gonna make it around 4, maybe 5. No, 4. No, we're going with 5, and then we're gonna do just a little bit dark gray color because I don't like pure black. So we're gonna add in a UI gradient into this. And I think the color we're gonna want to go for here is probably gonna be a blue, maybe a nice light blue. You don't need to copy my gradient, by the way. Um, you can do your own if you want to. Oh my, oh well, that's great. Okay. So I just went back, and now I need to do this again. So that's great. Okay, we got that color. Okay, there we go. I don't think I like the bottom color. I feel like it's a bit too dark. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe we should do like this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, like that. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna keep that, but for now it's gonna be like that. So we're gonna add in a text label. I'm just gonna scale it right here. Scale, size. Here we go. You don't mind like that? I'm gonna change the font as well to maybe the comic one. Text color. Can't forget that. Do that, and then we're gonna add in a UI stroke to this text label as well. But now yeah, it's kind of messed up right now, so we're gonna do that. Can make that a little bit smaller, and I think that's good for a button for now. I might have it changed in the next video, but you guys can make your own button. This is just because it's nice and simple to make it like this. So, alright, I'm gonna name the button Clicker Button. I'm gonna add in a local script, and we can actually start by going into our AddClicks script and just copying the first 2 lines and just pasting them right into here. Now we can do script.parent. Remember to insert the script into the button, into the text button, otherwise this will not work. But you see the script's parent is this. We're doing script.parent because the script, is what we're scripting in right now, also known as the script right here. The script's parent right down here is the clicker button, which is the button that we want to click. So we're going to do script.parent dot mouse button one click connect function. Yes, and then we're going to do remote events dot add clicks fire server. And I'm just going to print right here. Or actually, we're not going to print because this should work. So we're just basically what we're doing is we're just firing the remote event whenever we click the button that we made down here. So let's test it out and see if we actually get added clicks on up here. If we click, we get 1 click. Click again, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the first part of this tutorial. I think this is where we're going to wrap it up for today. The next video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create data store and UI displays and all that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye!